What's up, everybody? How's it going? Okay, gotta look for the gym leader theme on this playlist, because that got me copyright claimed. Where is it? Is it on this playlist? Oh, this is playlist 2, so we should be good. Okay. Yeah, we're back doing more Darkrai into the 2000s now. Slowly catching up to where I got Shaman, so... Oh, let's do it. Not shiny. Did anyone end up getting any good, like, Palafins or Lotads from the event? I don't think I've really seen many people talk about it. I'm sure most shiny hunters, or at least a good majority, had a lot of those Pokemon shiny already. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Okay. So it looks like the Nintendo Direct will be next week, which it's already a pretty safe bet, but it looks like of all things, Amogus is responsible for leaking the date. I mean, Nintendo usually follows their own pattern, so the 18th was, I think Tyler literally predicted that date, so hopefully they'll announce it soon, chat. I don't know, have there been any other games that people, that studios announced that people are excited for? Also, be wary of, be wary of, fake Nintendo Direct leaks, chat. We're probably due for some about this time. Direct leak lists are fun. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Depending on who you ask. What's up, everybody? Do 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 do. What's today, Tuesday? Can't keep track of what day it is. Okay, Tuesday the 11th. See, I think next week makes sense. Nintendo probably wants to go last anyway. I think everybody else has done their showcase by now, right? Except for Nintendo? A real one, you say? Why is that Opera Twitter account such a such a memester? Crown of Destiny. Where'd they pull that one from? I saw a fake one earlier that was like Tears of the Kingdom DLC. This is probably one of the Nintendo Directs. I just have absolutely no predictions or ideas. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I got no idea. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Darkrai. If we get one new exciting game out of it, you'll be happy. Yeah, pretty much the same, Justin. I don't have any expectations or anything. So if there's like if there's Pikmin 4 DLC, I'm good. Okay, I lied. I guess I have, well, I don't know if I really expect it or not. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm playing the post game in BDSP. Nice. Well, you know. Hopefully you're having fun at least. Yeah, Justin, that's pretty much how I look at it. Pikmin 4 was so good. Just a polished, solid experience. Same thing with, like, Pikmin 4 and Kirby and the Forgotten Land are very similar. Just good, polished games that were some of my highlights on the Switch. I think I did see one little tiny bit of Pokemon. I don't know if you could call it merch news per se. If you're a fan of very expensive kitchen stuff, then boy howdy do I have a collaboration for you. How do you pronounce this brand, by the way, chat? I've never known. Le Crust. Le Crusette. Le Crusette. Oh man. The cups are pretty cute. I don't know, it's your usual, it's honestly like a brand crossover you'd see here because it's just all Gen 1. I like the Pokeball pots. Those are cute. Yeah, the kettle is cute. I have no use for a kettle. Actually, a while back, I want to say, gosh, maybe like a decade ago, the Pokemon Center put out like Pikachu kitchenware, and they had a really, really cute Pikachu tail kettle that I liked, but I don't really like hot bevies, so I'm not a coffee person. I don't really need a kettle for anything. Wouldn't it be nicer if you're somebody who drinks a lot of hot tea and coffee to have a electric one anyway? Isn't that what most Europeans or whatever do? 2210. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, they showed off the scuba Pikachu at Worlds. Meh. Not terribly interested in that. I mean, I'm not going to Worlds anyway, so... It's funny that they're showing it off on the Pokemon Center website and then you see the thing that's like, exclusive to Worlds. $22.11. Tyler and I watched a really good video today about Cinnabar Island. This is just completely random. Well, I mean, not really. We're talking about Pokemon here. Cinnabar Island is such a neat, underrated place. It's gotta be one of my favorite Pokemon locations of all time. Yeah, it's so cool. It's just got, like, mysterious vibes. And you go back and you find all the journals about Mew and Mewtwo. Very indie horror of them. Slenderman and the 8 pages, watch out. The Mewtwo diary entries in Cinnabar Island are really where it's at. Yeah, that's true, Tyler. You can't see the volcano in Fire Red, Leaf Green, or in Let's Go. And then, of course, in Gen 2, it's gone. It's kind of terrifying, too. The fact that it's... that all those places are just gone. That's what makes Gen 2 so special. Honestly, that makes Gen 1 special. He had a point about how unpolished, because there's notes about, like, South America with Mew. And how unpolished and just the way Gen 1 is, that's so charming. How you can't, how Fire Red and Leaf Green and Let's Go don't really capture the original, like, creepiness of the mansion. And I completely agree. I'm stealing that from him, by the way. That's Gen 1 being so unpolished is part of the charm. Also, I think, well, maybe I knew this, but I just forgot. A lot of Gen 2 trainers got censored. I didn't realize the fisherman in Gold and Silver was smoking. Guys straight up just lighting one up. Most of the corrections from the Japanese versions of Gen 2 over here are inaccuracies, though. Things like Slowpoke having stripes on its tummy. Almost said tummus, that's not a real word. Or Feraligatr having an extra stripe, etc., etc. They gave Pinsir lines on its back that make it look like Heracross, like it has wings. Yeah, that's another thing, Justin. The mansion is just full of looters and scientists and creepy Pokemon. Ponyta is in the original mansion, though, which is kind of funny. I don't know how appropriate Ponyta is in a mansion. And the Dittos being available in the basement is just so cool. Little bits of show don't tell storytelling. And then Rattata and Raticate, or Rattata, however you want to say that Pokemon's name. I feel like I swap between both. Rattata and Raticate were not in the original. I think they were added in yellow or fire red leaf green. So there's a lot of like weird inconsistencies between all the Pokemon in there in the different versions. Like some of them don't even have Magmar. Also, the guy said he didn't like Magmar, and I was like, how do you not like Magmar? It's such a funny looking, cool monster. Also, all the poison types in there, like Coughing and Grimer, give out the vibe that it's like so run down. It's essentially like poison. It's like toxic to even be in there, which is really cool. Again, just really neat environmental storytelling in there. It's one of the coolest places in any Pokemon game ever. The Cinnabar Mansion. Cinnabar Island in general. What's up, Cacturn? Yeah, I don't like Magmortar either. I mean, I don't hate it. But is it hard hunting Darkrai? No. It is hard if you don't if you downloaded the event, you're good. If you didn't, you literally can't do it. If you missed out on downloading the event when BDSP came out, you're done. You're donezo. Which is, again, stupid. Why they made it so limited time. That got me thinking, though, all of the different journals and entries about Mewtwo and Mew in the Cinnabar Mansion. They haven't... When have they used, like, journals and stuff to tell stories since? I think there's a few, like, journals lying around in Scarlet Violet. You know, because of Sada and Turo. I was trying to think of other examples of when they did that, though. People are always like, Gen 1 doesn't even have a story. I mean, it's not like a God of War, but there's some stuff there. I love that they made Blaine part of Team Rocket in the manga. Blaine's probably one of the most eccentric gym leaders. Known for like riddles and puzzles and stuff like that. Possibly connected to the Mewtwo stuff. Very cool. I think Blaine was one of the gym leaders that was actually good. He helps out the protagonist in the manga, but yeah, the Elite Four and Lance were all like terrorists. Which is a very interesting choice. Why do you think they did that? I can't wait for a new 3D Mario game. It was a thing over Mystery Gift. Yeah, Mystery Gift. Brassius is lucky he didn't fall off that 4 frames per second windmill. It would have been so over for him. I don't think that works, Tyler. You could probably PK Hex it, but then you'd have to have a homebrewed switch, I think. Let me look. It's the member card. Yeah, it's the member card right here. It was just, it's just like a hotel key. Yeah, Oak's letter is Shaman, Azure Flute, Arceus, of course. They need to make a replica of this, by the way. Why is there no replica of the Azure Flute? You have it? Okay, then you can hunt Darkrai then, Galaxy. So you go to Canalave City. And it's the house in the north. I think it's on the right. There's my worthless shiny charm. Wow. 2222. 2222. Yeah, they should make a replica Azure Flute. There's only about 1 million replicas of like the Hyrule Shield and Link's the Master's I almost just said Link's sword. The Master's sword. Where's my Azure Flute? It doesn't have to be, like, playable. It is. It, like, draws your eyes, Cacturn. There's... What is it about it that's so interesting? It's just... how purple it is? Which is funny, because Arceus does not have purple whatsoever. They chose an interesting color. A musical item, a musical instrument to summon a god is so Zelda. I mean, I went for the Hyrule Sword in the Hyrule Shield in the Master Sword, but there's a billion Ocarina replicas out there too. I always wanted one. Do y'all remember the Ocarina replica advertisements that would be in Nintendo Power magazine? Oh, good times. They'd have that, like, Link cosplayer. I can, like, picture the ad in my mind right now. I wouldn't mind the next Zelda game having an instrument come back. That's such a fun part about the Zelda franchise. Whether it's the ocarina or a wolf howling. Yeah, we'll see how long Darkrai takes. I'm approaching Shaman number, which was 2959. I 100% agree, Two Heart. I think it's time to move on. I cannot deal with that same Hyrule again. I can't do it. Another large-scale Zelda? That's a good question, honestly. I don't mind the open world. I just need a completely different locale. Oh yeah, congrats on the Raikou, Justin. That's awesome. I don't want 2D. I'm not the biggest fan of 2D Zelda. I much prefer 3D. I think I find it more... Well, that's not to say all 2D games. I find it easier to immerse myself in 3D Zelda than 2D Zelda. Being 2D allows them to use more intricate puzzles. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Prizzle. See, for me, I'm the opposite. Ocarina was my first Zelda game, so... when I was little, when I first got Ocarina, I think I got it used from GameStops, and the cartridge I had was beaten. So I would just wander around Hyrule, just looking at all the environments. I would just wander around going la la la. I remember exploring the Spirit Temple and going into the boss room and being like, whoa, there was a boss in here at one point. I think I had the gold cart for N64. Ash Hat Pikachu. Oh yeah. Apparently, did you guys see this? There's a data mine in Pogo that they're gonna have Dynamaxing? What? Huh? Fellas, you're like several years late on this. Also, very funny that they're skipping Z moves. Dynamaxing, how are they going to implement that? A nightmare when you played A Link to the Past? I think the weirdest things scare children. Like me being terrified of the really bad CGI monster blood and Goosebumps. Yeah, I have no idea how Dynamaxing would work in Pogo. That was... I think I literally said out loud, like, wow, when I read that. Also, how many Gigantamaxes would they implement in the start? Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise? Yeah, it would definitely only be a gym and raid thing. Can you imagine, like, an entire lobby of 20 people in a raid all Dynamaxing? Your phone would catch on fire. You thought Dynamaxing and Raids were basically mainline games borrowing from the success of Pogo? That's an interesting theory. When did Pogo introduce Raids? I can't even remember. Were they always in the game? Why can't I remember this? Pogo launched so bare bones. It's hard to remember. The game has also been out for a long time. It's hard to think back to, what, 2016? I don't know what exactly was data mined. Let me look it up. Dynamax. Have they still not added Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble? Deleted that many Pokemon from Pogo? That's the worst part of Pogo, by the way. Managing your storage. Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, besides Niantic. The storage in that is just incredibly frustrating. 2233. Interesting. So they're gonna have dens? Station. It will probably be the version of Pokemon Den for Pokemon Go. We know it will be a POI, point of interest, on the map that can host Dynamax and Gigantamax raids. Probably different from traditional raids. We found some text indicating that it will be necessary to walk a few kilometers to interact with the station. It's not clear yet, but it might be something similar to Watts. Then maybe, in like Go Fest next year, you could do like a Turnamax Eternatus. The Gen 4 remakes are good. Are we BDSP? No. They're personally not my favorite. We don't know if Pokestops gyms will transform into stations or if new structures will appear on the map, but we know that stations will also give you items, missions, and have routes. Interesting. New max moves, G-max moves. Huh. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Darkrai. What do you mean? Arceus is in PLA. You have to do that boss fight. You have to complete your decks and then do the boss fight. Probably one of the harder Pokemon boss fights ever? Oops, I accidentally did 2. I won't count the next one then. I don't blame you, Tyler. PLA feels like it was 10 years ago. It really does feel like it's been a long time. I think before PLZA comes out, we might be due for another playthrough of PLA, chat. I think I need to familiarize myself with PLA before PLZA comes out. Before you know it, we'll probably have another trailer at Worlds, so Worlds is not that far away. I don't know if they'd give us the release date, though. What's up, Silver? I don't know, chat. You think they'll give us the release date in the next PLZA trailer, or no? Between the championship this week and Worlds. So there's 2 different championships, one in Europe and one here. Usually NAIC is in June or July. It's usually like the 4th of July weekend, but they had it early this year. So that's like a step below Worlds. Worlds has participation from all the Japanese players as well. But the internationals are like basically just a step below Worlds. You have all your regionals and like special events, and then your internationals, and then Worlds. Ooh, one of the best Pokemon songs playing right now. If only the Battle Frontier. I won't even finish that. I liked the Platinum Battle Frontier. What a shame. What's up, Flame? How long have I been at this Living Dex? Since around Sword and Shield came out. A little before with Let's Go. But mostly when Sword and Shield came out. It's a real shame that Game Freak deems the Battle Frontier to be like dated, archaic. I don't know what their problem is. This is such a great song. I like the Platinum Battle Frontier too. All the different, like Palmer and all the other ones are fun. It's a real shame. Master Duel has their championship. I've been seeing a lot of doomer posts about Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. How people are losing interest. Card shops are stopping, like locals. People are just losing interest, apparently. There's been a lot more card games recently. Disney started their new card game. Digimon has had their newer card game. Pokemon is having a stall right now. They've made their way through, like, the DLC. That's why they're probably making a Team Rocket set, because they have to stall. Because PLZA is not coming out anytime soon, so they're literally stalling right now. Norman said impossible. I never joke when I legitimately call Norman one of the worst characters. He's terrible. Yeah, they copyrighted 2 different... It was like Terastallized Party or something like that, and then Return... something Team Rocket, so it looks like we might get a new Team Rocket set. The Terastallized set would probably be our holiday set, and then the Team Rocket set would probably be March, so... At least that's what, I listened to Poke Beach's podcast or whatever. I know, I don't know why they dropped it. We used to have, like, champion cards and stuff in Gen 4. They used to do it periodically through every gen, and then they just kind of stopped. I don't know why. I think they need a fresh new idea, because TBH, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not the only card TCG thing I'm pretty bored with right now. I have not bought a single pack of Twilight Masquerade. Like, there's some neat cards in there. All the Ogre Pawn masks are cool, but am I gonna pull them? No. Absolutely not. There's no way. I mean, the rarest card from the set is Greninja EX. Pass. Do I use Adobe stuff? Yes. Hidden, thanks for the raid. What's up, everybody? Shiny hunting Darkrai. I think, oh, I read that in reverse. Yeah, it feels like Ceruledge is the more favorite one from people. So that is weird. What's up, everybody? $1,200 to get a good deck. I mean, for me, it's like they just keep reprinting the same stuff. Like, I don't know. It's like, here's new Blue Eyes support. Okay. I don't know. They don't have a... I don't know. None of their sets have been interesting to me lately. Yeah, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. Every week it seems like Magic is doing something wrong, so I'm so glad I never was into Magic. Wizard seems like a really not great company. 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's really a shame they don't do like an official GOAT format. Naming your Pokemon after food, that's fun. I've done that a few times. I mean, I'll give Konami this. At least Master Duel, like, exists. A lot of modern card games don't have any online equivalent, and I think that's bad for business, personally. Have I ever played Okami? I have not. I don't know if I would enjoy it. It seems like kind of a slower game? I don't know. I've seen a few people play it before, but... You have a Charizard plush named Dorito. Nice. You think I would hate it? I don't... You might be right. I don't know, I don't know if I would like Okami. Yeah, it seems to be one of those games where you either like it or you just don't vibe with it. Lorcana, the Disney card game? It's so hard to... Card games are so expensive. For me, it's really difficult to get into a new card game. I mean, they're releasing a new Neopets card game. I can't handle it. Yeah, I'm looking at Twilight Masquerade. Even a lot of the special illustration cards I just don't care for. Like, Perrin, don't like that character. Eevee. The Blood Moon Ursaluna is cute, but I don't know. Lana's Aid. Sinistra. They're pretty whatever set. I don't know. Hidden Fates, man. I don't know, I've kind of soured on those because I've never pulled the big Charizard from any of them, and it's just like, what am I doing here? Why am I wasting my time? Yeah, even some of the shiny, like Paldean Fates has a lot of repetitive Pokemon in it. Champion's Path? I don't have Champion's Path, Charizard. The only Charizard I pulled was from one of the early Sword and Shield sets. I barely bought any Champions Path. That was during peak pandemic when Pokemon cards were hard as hell to get your hands on, so I barely bought any Champions Path. And the Champions Path, I think I got like a double and a Hatterene box, and I pulled 2 back-to-back gold trainer cards that were worth like $2. Da 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 da. Yeah, Midnight, I checked the other day. It seems like they don't have full stock right now. You'll have to keep checking back on occasion. Is it Rebel Clash? Where's the Charizard? Ow, 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 my tinnitus hurts. Charizard. Oh god, that Charizard EX from the art book is worth $4,000. I almost got that art book. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I don't have the Charizard V from Champions Path. I wish I did. They shouldn't have separated that from Shining Fates. Sometimes our TCG makes some really stupid decisions. There's only about 50 million Charizard cards I get to sift through right now. Special Delivery Charizard. I know that. I know that card. Darkness Ablaze. It was Darkness Ablaze. That card is worth 20 bucks now. Huh. Ooh, Darkness Ablaze is a rough set. This is garbage as far as the eye can see. Yeah, it looks like 20 bucks. That card used to be worth 50. GameStop would give you $1 and like a paper clip and some string. He looks very polite. A lot of the early Sword and Shield sets were not good. I feel like Scarlet Violet had more exciting early sets. It's probably because of all the illustration rares now. Cheeseburger. My new pal Cheeseburger. I would get more Paldean Fates, but it's one of those annoying limited sets where you can't just buy single blisters or booster packs. You have to either buy, like, the mini tins, which... What do y'all do with your extra tins, chat? I have so many mini tins that I have just no use for. Do you recycle them? Do you donate them to, like, Goodwill? What should I do? I don't know what to do with them. you could like buy the 3-pack blister and get like another sticker and a promo card I already have. It's just one of those annoying sets. Or I guess you could buy the booster bundle, but those are often sold out. You don't really collect the cards. Consider yourself lucky. You escape the Gamba. All of the Gamba. Tyler and I have been interested in the newest Digimon set, but I think Bandai has been shortchanging the production, and so it's all been sold out. I don't think they're manufacturing enough. This is such a melancholic song. Rito Village. Bandai, yeah. If you want to be really mean, chat, to somebody, be like, I wish your favorite franchise was owned by Bandai Namco. Meanest thing you could ever say to somebody. I wish your favorite franchise was owned by Bandai Namco. Or by Sonic Team, Sega. There's no Chow Garden in Sonic X Shadow Generations. As Zuka has said, they've been considering a Chow Garden for like a decade now. That makes me so salty. They literally have Sonic Adventure 2 Chow in like the background and in promotional images, and there's no Chow Garden in the game. What a joke. Legitimately makes me not even want to play the game. We're considering it 5 years later. We're considering it 5 years later. We're considering it 5 years later. Dude is just out here lying. Well, there's been rumors of like a Netflix exclusive Chow mobile game, which makes my stomach churn. No, you got Dungeon Dice Monsters instead. They really thought they were cooking with Dungeon Dice Monsters. PLZA even worth it? I have no idea. We barely know anything about the game. Yeah, where's Sonic Advance? Where's Sonic Heroes? Where's Unleashed? Where's 06? Where's Shadow the Hedgehog? Here's Sonic 1 again. For the 50,000th time. And then did you see that they're gonna have like exclusive cutscenes on the PlayStation version of Sonic X Shadow Generations? That shit is such grimy, anti-consumer garbage. And I saw people that were like, oh, they're gonna hack it onto the Steam version in like 1 hour. It's like, that's not the point. This type of exclusivity bullshit should not be allowed. Yeah, I keep seeing one dipshit comment every time there's confirmed there's no Chow Garden, and then somebody goes, the people who made the Chow Garden aren't even working at Sega anymore. It's like me when I'm purposely dumb as hell and obtuse. Like, half the people, like, what are you talking about? Most of the people who probably worked on the first Sonic game probably don't work there anymore. Like, what are you even talking about? What is this argument you're presenting? Oh, well, most of the Chow Garden staff don't even work there anymore. Like, one of the creators of Sonic is in prison right now. What's your point? The Nintendogs Dash Hound. I know, that was a great surprise, Midnight. Question mark. What's up, Whooper? Yeah, Konami used to crank out Yu-Gi-Oh! Games all the time on consoles, and we have that, gosh, I can't even remember the name. You only find out it's Nintendogs near the end. Yes. Pikmin 4 is such a good game. That's a great game. Reminder chat, Pikmin 4 has a free demo that's like an hour long on the eShop if you wanna play a good game. Test it for free. Yeah, it's like, how did Nintendo never make like a Nintendogs mobile app? Not that I would want them to, but it's like Sega never making a Chow Garden mobile app or anything like that. Yeah, the demo is one of the lengthiest demos I think I've ever played. And you don't need to play the other Pikmin games to play Pikmin 4. You'd get references and stuff, but I went in... That was my first Pikmin game. Niantic X Nintendogs. Oh no! $270 shinies in Scarlet. Nice. I mean, there's a Nintendogs thing in Smash. They've referenced it on and off over the years, but never have done anything... Never done anything that substantial, other than a few cameos and references. But that's Nintendo for you, right? How many Nintendo franchises are covered in cobwebs right now? Many. Lots. 2269. Nice. Oh yeah, didn't Ubisoft have their thing yesterday? I never played Tomodachi Life. Everybody seems to love it though. Did I miss out? Should I... People keep Tomodachi Life is like the new Animal Crossing where people keep manifesting it for Nintendo Directs. I missed out, bruh. $22.70. Nope. Oh man, Street Pass. I've seen a lot of funny clips from Tomodachi Life. Mii's are just kind of fun. Like, Nintendo was really onto something with those. Hold on, chat. I will be right back. Give me a second. Alright. Impractical to carry around a Switch compared to a 3DS? Oh, yeah. Switches are also just more money, too, so it's like... if you forget it, or somebody takes your bag or something, then... it would suck real bad. And yet Nintendo constantly is like, take your Switch with you and listen to your Smash Brothers music in the game. Because we won't upload it to Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube or anything. I saw a lot of people talking about how a lot of indie games start off with like beautiful, gorgeous graphics or like CGI or hell yeah. I've seen even a few of them use like real life footage. And then it transitions into like a little pixel game. I have noticed a lot of them do like doing that. Well, hopefully that Among Us... such a funny way for that to happen. Hopefully that Among Us leak is true and we'll get the direct next week on the 18th, chat. I posted it in the Discord midnight. It's basically, Among Us leaked the direct date. GameSpot might have leaked the Nintendo Direct due date due to a shadow-dropped Amogus trailer. Take it with a grain of salt, of course, chat, but I feel like the 18th is... like, they usually do Tuesdays. I think that makes perfect sense. The Amogus. I just saw the other day, there was like, I don't know if it was a lawsuit or something, but people were thinking this was recent because the headlines were not conveying that this was back in like 2013. But back then, some YouTube employee like leaked the Nintendo Direct. I can't remember if it was the date or the whole lineup because they uploaded it private or unlisted. That's bold. go log into Nintendo's account and go snooping in there. That's like, jeez. Snooping as usual, I see. That is really bad, yeah. It's like, hopefully they rightfully got in trouble for that, jeez. But yeah, that was back in 2013, maybe? It was a fair amount of time ago. Giratina and BDSP? I don't know. I never did it. I never bothered. I remember thinking before BDSP came out, wow, it'll be awesome to see the distortion world in HD. Ah. It's really funny to think back to things I thought were going to be in Pokemon games. And then when they actually come out and all my predictions were like dreaming a little bit too big there. I mean, I don't even think like seeing the distortion world again isn't dreaming big. I didn't know that they would leave out almost every good thing Platinum ever introduced. And that they'd go for a pretty straight arrow, almost one-to-one Diamond and Pearl remake. Recreation. Who would have thought? Clearly not me. Clearly not me. It's such a shame, too. Because as many of you know, I'm not Sinnoh's biggest fan, so I was really hoping, you know, that these games would make me appreciate Sinnoh more. You know what? I guess in a sick and twisted way they did. I appreciate Platinum more. Wait a second. I never thought about that. They actually... I actually do appreciate Platinum more. Ugh. Yeah, Latios, could not handle one or two Team Magma grunts. I always appreciated Emerald. I've always liked Emerald more. Although, to be fair, I've forgotten about a lot of the trash in Oraz. Yeah, trailers that are just CGI. Imagine a trailer that's all just CGI. And no gameplay. And then a vague Nintendo tweet that says this game, it just takes place in a city. So we all sit here for months and months and months speculating. We like to have some laughs here. Yes, Midnight. I know the exact ones you're talking about. Yeah, it's really funny how Oraz does a lot of the same sins that BDSP has, completely negating better features that were in the third version for a more boring, straight copy of the first versions. That is very true. Why make those decisions? Like, I just cannot wrap my head around the logic to be like, let's ignore all the good stuff in the third version. Like, what? Why? I legitimately don't understand that logic. The 3DS era was when they were time crunching. Oh yeah, I think the the transition to 3D. As if I'm talking about Sonic. Also, when people say that, they're talking about Sonic Adventure 1, which is one of the best games in the entire franchise. Like, get out of here! I don't want to hear that. Oh, you mean one of the best games in the entire franchise? Rough transition to 3D. But in Game Freak's case, I think that is extremely accurate. I think the transition to 3D was a lot for their tiny little developer team. And it still is. I mean, we literally have that Japanese job website full of reviews that were like, they use old technology, they don't utilize new technology, lots of old school style of developing over there. Like, we have proof. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about Sonic 3D Blast, that's fair, but if you're talking about SA1 or 2... get out of here. Yeah, why hasn't that existed either, Justin? See, they just make the weirdest decisions. They would rather just give us Sonic 1 50,000 100 times. Million, bajillion. The best transition is to 3D Metroid, Zelda, or Mario? Well, I can't speak for Metroid, but Mario and Zelda both had great transitions. Those are Mario 64 and Ocarina are like some of the best games ever made. I mean, I love Mario 64, but Ocarina is just so good. I feel like you could say either one and be valid. Ocarina has such good, like, for being such an old game, it has such good direction and atmosphere, and all the music is so good. And Mario 64 controls like smooth butter. It's fun. I feel like Mario 64 has a few levels that are kind of... I don't want to say bad. Not as fun as some of the others. But it's still like a masterpiece of a game. What's the worst level in Mario 64, chat? The Underwater City Wet Dry World. I always liked that weird city. Yeah, I mean, Underwater City, I guess, and Wet Dry World. Tall Tall Mountain or the Giant Snowman. I don't know if I love Tiny Huge Island. Is that a hot take? I don't know if Tiny Huge Island is my favorite. Rainbow Ride is kind of... I don't know. I don't know if... Rainbow Ride is another one that I'm not a humongous fan of. Rainbow Ride gives you anxiety. Yeah, you have to stand on the carpet for so long and... I don't know, I feel like I've met a few people who don't love Tiny Huge Island. Oh yeah, the wing cap. I could never do that as a kid. Lethal Lava Land. I always loved Lethal Lava Land because of the volcano. Going inside that felt cool. I like levels within levels. That's my favorite gimmick, a level inside of a level, like an SSL Shifting Sandland. Going inside the pyramid was like so cool. Then you go in there and you fight Barbaracle. I like the poison level they added in the DS version. I would love the DS version to get put on the Switch. for that to see the light of day again. Oh, the Bowser submarine level is not one of my favorite ones, where you have to go on the shifting poles and collect all the red coins. And if you mess up, you fall all the way down and you have to get all the way back there. That's not one of my favorites. Oh, Tina time. I always liked all the Bowser stages. My favorite thing in Mario 64, though, was always the slide levels. I thought those were so much fun. What's up, Dragon? Yeah, the penguin slide race. I always liked the slide in Tall Mountain, too. Especially since it was kind of difficult. Yeah, Wing Mario over the rainbow. That's probably the worst one. That is probably the worst one. Isn't it called Cool Mountain? It is. You are correct. Those are both different levels. Bob-omb Battlefield, Womp's Fortress, Jolly Roger Bay. They should make a nautical-themed restaurant in the Mario Universal Park called Jolly Roger Bay. Cool Mountain, Bowser in the Dark World. The Princess's Secret Slide. The Secret Aquarium. Tower of the Wing Cap. Big Boo's Haunt. Hazy Maze Cave. Lethal Lava Land. Shifting Sand Land. Dire Docks. Oh, Dire Docks. Bowser in the Fire Sea. Cavern of the Metal Cap. Vanish Cap under the moat. I didn't even know some of these had, like, names. Snowman's Land, Wet Dry World, Tall Mountain, Tiny Huge Island, Tick-Tock Clock, and then Rainbow Ride and Bowser in the Sky. Dire Docks is the best song in the game. There's so many good songs. Honestly, my favorite song in Mario 64 might be the Bowser theme song. It's so good. So long, gay Bowser. Especially the eerie remix for the final Bowser fight. That's great. I don't know if there's any secret ways to get more money, Galaxy. Probably just challenging the Elite Four over and over again and putting an amulet coin on your party lead. Finn. The final Bowser fight in 64 was always so nerve-wracking when he stomps the ground and turns the stage into a star. So you have very little room to maneuver. Making him a dad. Who's everyone's favorite Koopaline? I've been more partial to Iggy myself. Larry. Living like Larry. Ludwig or Morty. There's no wrong answer. Lemmy. Morton. So long, gay Bowser. Alright, $22.99. That sounds like I'm like, and your total is $22.99. Please pay at the first window. I mean, that's probably a standard fast food price these days. One burger and fry, $22, please. Oh man, a lot of good Pokemon songs tonight. Koopa Kid from Mario Party. They took him to the back of the barn and killed him. Rip. This really is the most frantic of all the villain songs. That's a great way to describe the song, frantic. I wonder if we'll ever get a Pokemon sequel. Like Black and White 2 or Gen 2 ever again. Probably not, right? Because now they're just doing DLC, so the third game itself is just dead. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. There's no way anything in that is canon. I refuse to believe that. PLZA is a sequel and Arceus sent the protag from Japan to France. I mean... If it's like takes place in a certain time period, how would your player character get to and fro? Zygarde rips through the earth. That actually is kind of a fun idea. Zygarde would rip a hole into the earth and the character falls in and it's like a time portal or whatever. Wart. I wonder if Mario RPG and the Paper Mario remake are selling well enough for them to look at the numbers and be like, well, it seems that the people have decided. We're gonna make more. What is that green alpaca looking thing from? DeviantArt? Epic Sauce Llama. It's a shame DeviantArt turned into a AI shithole. A lot of the websites from that era are, like, unusable now. just real bad. Like, Tumblr is unusable. Like, I go to my front page, and it just shows me shit I don't... Like, I literally have to have posts blocked because it keeps showing me things I have no interest in. Like, I literally go on my front page right now, and it's, like, blocked because it contains the word delicious in dungeon. Like, stop showing me this. I don't want to see it. I don't even follow this person. And there's one that they didn't even tag that I have to look at, of that fucking stupid guy. Ugh. And half the time I go on here, it shows me the same posts over and over again. Flavor of the week anime that I just cannot seem to escape. Obnoxious fan base. Get me out of here. Oh, thankfully I don't see anything from those gacha games very much. I put Genshin and that on my block list a long time ago. It's too bad YouTube's, doesn't have better features like that. Yeah, there's just people reblogging that fucking anime and they're not tagging it, so it's on my front page. They really don't, Cacturn. Can you imagine the utopia society if you could block creators' videos from showing up in your feed? It's so insane that they don't. You could block all the people that post spoilers on games that aren't even out yet. Like, it'd be such a useful feature. There probably are browser add-ons, but it's always a shame when it resorts to that, right? It's like, why are these companies so incompetent that you have to seek an outside source for what should be a basic feature, you know? I mean, I literally have that for Tumblr. What's it called? Xkick? Or something like that? Kit? Xkit? Because Tumblr doesn't offer those features. spoil the Batman game for you the day they came out. Oh yeah, that happens so much. I've had that happen to me with Pikmin. People always complain about that one guy for Pokemon. That's really bad for Pokemon. Oh, PLA, I looked up Cynthia and saw the spoiler. I think I needed, like, an image of Cynthia for a thumbnail or something. I was looking up I was looking up some sort of info for a video or something, and that's when I saw the Volo spoiler. Yeah, that happens so much. It's very unfortunate. Did you have to, like, cover your eyes midnight? It's like, avert your eyes, don't look at it! You're not looking up anything with PLZA? Oftentimes with Pokemon games, it depends on when somebody gets their hands on an early copy. Especially if that person has knowledge on how to dump the game cart, so other people can upload it and download it for their Switches and stuff like that. Like, I think Sun and Moon, that happened with Sun and Moon really early, where somebody got a copy and was able to dump the game file and upload it. Yeah, for Pokemon stuff, I don't mind Pokemon spoilers, but story stuff I tend to not want to know. I like seeing, like, the Pokédex leak early and looking at all the new Pokemon so I can plan my team, but that's pretty much it. That's always, like, a difficult time, too, because then, like, I want to talk about it on stream, but some people don't want spoilers, so I have to be like, we're going to talk about a thing, there's spoilers. I had somebody get upset at me with Hydrapple in the thumbnail, even though that was after it got revealed, and I felt bad. I felt bad. Like, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. It was after it got revealed, I thought it was okay. So it's always like a difficult, it's difficult to navigate. Pokemon Uranium got a huge update recently. Oh shoot, what happened? What did they add? Oh, you finished Arceus? Nice. I'm saving Arceus for last. I just did Shaman and I got it at 29.59, so now I'm on Darkrai. I'm gonna save Arceus for last. Yeah, the Australians always get the games first, that's true. Some people set their Switches to Australian time so they can download the games early. A dream world thing where you travel into a little girl's nightmares? Interesting. Yeah, Hydrapple was cool. I mean, it was revealed in the trailer already, so it wasn't like I was posting some leak or anything, but still. I felt kind of bad. There wasn't really much else in that trailer I could have thought to put in the thumbnail either. $40 minutes of content? Nice. I didn't know they were still working on that game. It's good to hear. I saw somebody hating on Pokemon fan games the other day, and it's like, literally why? If you don't like them, don't play them. There's been a fan project I've been following, and some of the feedback people give them is just so nasty and... like, what's wrong with people? I can't imagine working really hard on a free fan-made game and then having people be like, well, the Zubat sprite had one wrong pixel. There was no speed up button. Why do so many people want to speed through games? Like, what's the point? What exactly is the point? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Is that Nuzlocke Ironmon brain rot, Tyler? You might be right. They animated a lot of the sprites. That's cool. There's so many talented sprite artists. That's so cool. Overquill is neat. Seeing it show up in VGC was delightful. Sorry, I was cleaning my glasses. Well, good luck to you as well. A lot of people seem to be doing some of these BDSP hunts lately. Me, I guess that makes sense because it's not like there's much else, you know, really going on. Yeah, having a fast forward button for like certain games where there's a lot of dialogue and unskippable cutscenes for multiple playthroughs is like fine. But when it's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me that some people think older gens of Pokemon are so slow. I've never felt like that. I mean, certainly with like Gen 4's engine. You know, sitting there for 5 minutes while your close combat Heracross attacks a Blissey. But like Gen 1 or 2, 3... maybe just because I grew up with them, but they don't feel slow to me. The slower Pokemon games are the newer ones with tons of cutscenes and unskippable dialogue. Like in Oraz, when I had all those tutorials that I just don't Characters just yapping. Like, did you know what a secret base is? Yes. Yes, I know. I know. Yeah, set the text speed to fast. Yeah, why is the engine in Gen 4 like that? 2323, by the way. I think every game should give you an option to skip cutscenes. Flabbergasted. I think the Arven stuff and the Area Zero stuff is pretty decent, but like the Team Star stuff, nah. It's a step up from Gen 8. I'll give him that. Well, Gen 5 doesn't feel like 4. I will say this, though. A lot of Pokemon animations are just clunky and are outdated and slow, like multi-hit moves. Multi-hit moves, having to watch a Pokemon go smack, 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 smack. The move hit 5 times. Or 4 times, I lost count. Like, that stuff is... Please modernize. Please modernize. I can't take it anymore. Dog sick, feed dog sandwich. Yeah, I guess I'm talking more like the stuff with him and his parents. All the Area Zero stuff. PLA is so quick, and then SV was slow as hell after PLA. Yeah, PLA definitely added a lot of snap. That is just completely absent from your usual mainline games. The multi-hit moves thing is so inexcusable. Like... It just makes the games feel so slow. And most multi-hit moves aren't even worth it. I mean, I think that's... I see a lot of posts how VGC players wish that VGC was just purely Pokemon Showdown. And that's probably because Pokemon Showdown is snappy and fast, and you can get in and out of matches quickly. The animations slow you down so much. That's why I kind of like doing Dynamax Adventure solo, because I don't have to sit through all the animations, so it just goes so much faster. Yeah, and then you can get looped into fights. It's definitely slower. Can you not turn off animations in Terra raids? Are you for real? What in tarnation? I don't do Terra raids enough to know if I've ever turned them off. Z moves. Yeah, I guess at least the Mega Evolution animation in like Gigantamaxing is fairly short, once per battle. I don't know, you look at like competing similar games like other RPGs that are just so much snappier and faster, and it's like I say Pokemon fans often don't play other games, but do Game Freak employees play other games? Is this a problem with the whole franchise? Oh my god, Yoshi's Story 64 for Smash Bros. Ultimate, such a good song. Oh, don't get me started on all the NPC Pokemon that use Protect and Detect. We're gonna keep having that issue when I continue to play through Oraz with Tyler. So many Pokemon have Detect and Protect. Why? Are they stupid? Necrozma using its Z move? Let's see. Oh, it's so slow. You're not even looking at anything interesting, too. You're looking up its, like, Grundle. Oh, that font. Graphic design is my passion. Oh, that is so slow. It's just like a generic, like, Dragon Ball-esque blast, too. That poor Wingull. You want a hot take, chat? That Necrozma form? Boring as hell. All the Necrozma forms? Dog shit. Yeah, you have to set up the Z-move dance and then the whole Z-move animation, which most of the time is just a T-posing Pokemon soaring through the sky. Because they don't have time to individualize animations for every Pokemon. So you just watch Xerneas's static standing animation zoom through the sky. Their whole system to an action game. Isn't that a big criticism of the latest Final Fantasy too? Everything is just becoming an action game. I don't need Pokemon to become an action game. I just need them to, like, have multi-hit moves, not be slow as paced. Have a little animation where it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it says it hits 5 times. Oh, Nightbot, what are you doing? I don't think Nightbot likes caps. This is why I had to turn this off to begin with. Yeah, sorry about that. Nightbot is wildin'. Five-hit move should take 3 seconds instead of a full 50. Yes, that's what I'm saying, basically. There, I disabled the caps lock thing. Hopefully that shouldn't happen again. If YouTube had any decent moderation tools, I could just fix it that way, but you know. Multi-hit moves have never changed either. They've literally just always been the same. So, is that a Pokemon NPC question? Talk about your fond memories. I love Pokemon and being friends and friendship and Pokemon. 95% of any NPC dialogue. I really want to know if PLZA will have static NPCs or if they're gonna have loops and walk cycles. I love insert region here. Casseroya. That's peak NPC dialogue right there. Or all the children that have walk cycles in Scarlet Violet that talk about, like, coffee and having a fan base for some reason. Like, okay. That one kid in Paldea who just says, I love Alola. We're not talking about anything depressing. Pokemon dialogue is funny. I love shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Oh man, I really hope the affection stuff is removed from all future games. It's so bad in this game. Watch, I can demonstrate. That made my Shaman hunt so much longer than it needed to be. If I tallied up all the excess seconds it took for Alakazam to hop up and down. Oh my goodness. Giratina looks like it's about to cry. Alright, you ready? Watch. So what's that, like 3 seconds maybe? Times 2,000, 29,000, 29,000. It didn't take me that long. 2,959. How many excess seconds? I'm surprised they haven't had NPCs that have more trolley dialogue like that, where it's like a novel. You have to sit through it all. A massive crit and stayed at 1 HP because it loved you. These games are not difficult for people to need that. That's what gets me. Yeah, the affection thing is just... I don't think anything is gained from it either. It's just an annoyance. It doesn't make me feel closer to my pixel Alakazam. You know what would go a long way in making me more affectionate towards Pokemon? Game Freak, as if you could like pet and interact with them in any sort of way outside of a wash. Good players are punished for loving their Pokemon. That's exactly what it feels like. You're being punished. And I haven't even done anything. The way affection works in Pokemon is so goofy because I didn't even battle with this Alakazam. I just sent it out in battle. And just sending it out in battle over and over again just maxed its affection. Like, this Alakazam has technically just done one battle in its entire life. Maxing affection would take weeks. Gotta go to the basement and give your Togepi a haircut. Yeah, it's just such a shallow system. Your Meganium looks like it's gonna cry. Is that supposed to make you feel bad? I have no idea. To remove the affection. Yeah, you can reset it down to 0. Does it max at like 255? And we don't even, like, they got rid of return and frustration, so what's the point? They got rid of the two moves that benefit from that. So what's the point of it remaining? Just get rid of it. What is the point? Yeah, I think if it faints midnight or if you feed it herbs that are, like, bitter. I think the revive herb they don't like. There's a few of the herbs they don't like. Revival root, yeah. Which, what a redundant item. There's so many Pokemon items that, like, why? Yeah, losing return is just... That was a great move for tons of normal Pokemon. RIP. Pokemon don't get visible dirt marks. They've just been doing that ever since the 3DS games, and it's like, I find no joy in this. This does not spark in joy. Oh yeah, you could say a lot about the EV and the IV system. IVs in particular are just so annoying. They've never had a... Like, sure, they add a few quality of life things every gen, but it's just not enough. Especially when it comes to competitive Pokemon and having to reset for, like, 0 speed IVs. It's just a nightmare. It's just an absolute nightmare. Gotta spend an entire day resetting for 0 speed IV, Blood Moon, Ursaluna. Like, wow, fun. the pinnacle of gameplay. That's one thing I would love the most in like a Gen 10. I mean, there were rumors about some sort of PK Hex-esque feature for Scarlet Violet, which never happened. But some system where you could make a competitive team, and you can't... I feel like to balance it, you can't have them in your party or in the game. They would just be for competitive. That would shut down so much obnoxious chatter when it comes to, like, VGC in particular. Pokemon encourages bonding with your partners, but IVs encourage you to box them in favor of grinding enough eggs. That's very true. Shinies kind of encourage that as well. I don't want this irregular Darkrai. I want the shiny one. Shinies are a fun gameplay thing, though, so I think that's fine, but EVs and IVs are also just kind of confusing and not explained well in-game. I think if you ever wanted to get involved into competitive Pokemon and you're a relative newcomer, it would be pretty tough to try to figure out what you're doing. You would have to have somebody tell you or look up a guide, because the games are not going to tell you that. Yeah, that's exactly right, Cacturn. That they are like playing coy with EVs and IVs. Yeah, totally. They're annoying. They're hard to explain. If you're going for like I said, a particular legendary or something where you have to for like a trick room setup, it's terrible. It's a system that actively encourages genning. Yeah, how is there not a rusty bottle cap? How is that not an item that exists? Yeah, that's true. Shinies don't have any competitive edge. That's very true. It's always funny when I see people in the chat for like VGC events and somebody has like a full team of shinies and somebody's like, they must be a hacker. Are you sure about that? Do you just not know what the hell you're talking about? They have a shiny Pelipper. They must be a hacker. I love that terminology too, like a hacker. Opening up my sinister program and making my Pelipper shiny. I'm hacking. I'm in. Hacker's voice. I'm in. I've been using PK Hex to look at the stats for our Pokemon in Oraz. I'm a hacker. I'm a dirty hacker. Hacker man. I mean, that really makes you detest IVs, because every time I look at all the Pokemon that we catch, they're so bad. I think Tyler's Tropius had like 0 IVs for HP. Like, the amount of IVs just wild bum Pokemon have are so bad. Yeah, getting good IVs from random wild Pokemon is so hard. You have to have the stars align. I think I saw somebody say one of the kids in NAIC had a Whimsicott that was shiny with a title that it maybe shouldn't have, but it's like, I sure hope they're not like disqualifying children for this. I can't imagine trying to navigate competitive Pokemon as like a 7-year-old. Are you joking? Please don't tell me they're DQing little kids for genning. Yeah, there should be an IV charm. Absolutely. Why isn't that a thing? Or just have an item where you can tweak them. Make every Pokemon you ever come across viable with an item that can either boost or lower IVs. I can't remember what the title was, but it was a Whimsicott with a title from like an older gen. And it was shiny. Yeah, genning is when you take a program, an outside or third-party program like PK Hex, and you generate a Pokemon. You can tweak or edit existing Pokemon, or you can create brand new ones. Competitive takes the fun out of any game. Pokemon competitive I tend to enjoy, but I would mostly agree with that, yeah. A lot of competitive communities are not great. One of the I don't think it was that far back. Yeah, injecting is also a term you could use. I mean, I believe Sajan's Park team, this Pachirisu guy, I think he had a Magmar that was genned from Gale of Darkness. They feature that story all the time. Sejun? Hopefully I said his name right. You all know who I'm talking about. Because would you- low battery, god damn it. Would you believe it that Gale of Darkness gave several Pokemon, like, follow me and moves they didn't have access to before? I used to gen Pokemon all the time as a kid. Back in my day, I had an action replay where I would turn on the thing that made every Pokemon you encountered shiny. This is in Gen 4. I specifically remember this in, like, Diamond and Pearl. Every Pokemon is shiny. There's Pig Knight. I hope you heard that, Tyler. Okay, I looked it up, chat. It had the gorgeous royal title. The Whimsicott was shiny and had the gorgeous royal title. Which is apparently a Gen 4 thing, but you can also... The gorgeous royal ribbon can be bought in Oraz. So there you go. I didn't even know that was... I had never even heard of that one before. Gorgeous royal Whimsicott. Oh boy, this person said, I could ignore it because these are kids, but they need to know better early. This person's tut-tutting over a kid having a Whimsicott with a fancy title. Pfft. They need to know better early. Shut up. Little Timmy is problematic because they have a gen Whimsicott. Call out post for Little Timmy. Whimsicott is a great Pokemon. That's an exquisite choice. Little Tim. We should actually jail this child. To jail, right now. Jenning in my Pokemon game? Mega Whimsicott. I could see Mega Whimsicott being a real thing. Because Gen 5 has one Mega Evolution, if we all recall. So if there's any Gen that could use a few Mega Evolutions, boy howdy, I have a great idea. Y'all think they're gonna have Tepig for PLZA? I feel like if they're gonna take from Gen 5, I feel like Snivy. I mean, they did just take Oshawott. I don't know. I really have no idea. I have no idea, chat. So far, all the guesses y'all have had, they all seem like they could be plausible. It could be Poplio, or it could be Bulbasaur, or it could be Scorbunny, or it could be insert starter here. I don't know. I wouldn't mind if they just went with the Gen 6 starters. Because I feel like they didn't really get their own time to shine in their own generation before it was like, you remember Gen 1, right? Why don't you take this Squirtle Bulbasaur Charmander that can Mega Evolve? Well, your Kalos starter cannot. Ooh, I hope it wouldn't be Dragon Grass. That would be boring. Yeah, are they gonna get Mega Evolutions or Forms? I don't even know. Yeah, Grass Steel would make sense to me since it's supposed to be like a Knight superior. Almost Servine. That's Servine. It's gotta be Servine. Come back when you can Mega Evolve, kid. Wasn't that how that interview went? That it's like they're all supposed to be like warriors. Embor, Samurot's like a samurai. Embor is like a... I don't remember what Embor is. And then Superior was a knight. A European knight. If they chose a non-starter Pokemon and turned them into a starter, a la Pikachu and Eevee, that could be interesting. I don't think they would ever do that. But that could be interesting. My new favorite starter, Cryogonal. Emperor Embor. This is a great Stardew song. Too bad it's Harvey's theme. Yuck. Harvey's the doctor, Tyler. One of my least favorite characters. Harvey and Elliot. Easy D, F tier. Stardew Valley. One of the Bachelor characters. How are they Western Chinese and Japanese culture? That's the diversity of the Unova region. I don't know about that one, Ken. I mean, sure, I guess. How many resets do I start getting restless? I mean, I have no... This is honestly probably one of my favorite things I'm streaming at the moment, so... It's easy and chill, and I don't have to use my left hand. That hurts, so it's great. Gym leaders that aren't just monotype. Why is that such a... It would be nice if they had more complex gym leaders. Yeah, a gym leader whose archetype was fast Pokemon. Yeah, stuff like that would be awesome. Or what about a gym leader who uses all, like, cat Pokemon or dog Pokemon? Something like that. All turtles. Turtonator, Blastoise, Caracosta. They just don't experiment very much. It's crazy. They just stick to the same shit over and over and over and over again. Turtle Club. We would have to be turtly enough to beat the Turtle Club gym leader. Gradually teaching newbies different battle ideas. Yeah, exactly. You could do, like, maybe not, would stall be interesting? Now, here you go, kids. Here's a gym leader with a Blissey and a Toxapex. You were expecting Paldean gym leaders to use Terra defensively, but they just had different Pokemon with matching Terra for their badge, I know. And it was not even like a Gen 9 Pokemon. It just felt like they just randomly chose from a bag of other Pokemon. Like, here you go. Like, it's Pseudo-Wudo! Miss Magius! Okay. Yeah, Raihan had doubles. Yeah, Gita's entire team is such a travesty. I could just, like, see the disconnect in the dev team there between a character designer, the Pokemon team designer, and whoever, like, makes moves and stuff. Just such a disconnect. I could just see the disconnect. Nobody, like, checked in with each other on that one. Which is like, this is your champion. If there's any character you should make sure you have the team right for, it's the champion. No one checked because everyone was working remotely. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, now hold on. I don't think Diantha did jack shit. Gita might have handed you a CD, but that's more than Diantha did. You have like one conversation with her, and then you fight her as the champion. She contributes nothing. Hold on. Diantha the movie star that never has any paparazzi around her, or never anything. We don't get to see her movies or anything like that. Yeah, Diantha reacted to Lysander one time. Yeah, I mean, Gita's the big boss. You hear about her from other gym leaders. Gita does have aura. The movies aren't appropriate for children. What do you mean by that, Midnight? I really like Gita's design, and I love Glamora as an ace. Thank God we got a Gen 9 Pokemon as a champion ace instead of Leon and Charizard. And she's supposed to look like Glamora. The coolest champions are the ones that actively help you in the story, like Lance, Steven. Cynthia doesn't really do that much, TBH. Who else? I'm trying. Other Iris does a few things in black and white too. Lance is my goat as well. My favorite champion. Yeah, Cynthia's kind of like there. You can give her that credit. Cynthia's very much like Marnie, though, where it's a character that people like based on the design. They don't exactly have deep, rich personalities, we'll say. Peony and Mustard. I don't like Mustard. I don't like any of the characters from Isle of Armor. Like, Clara and Avery, I guess, are okay. Because I like malicious characters, but I do not like Mustard. I don't like his weird young wife. I don't like their annoying child. Cynthia is super bland. Again, it's her design that carries the popularity of the character, nothing else. And she's got a cool team. She's just a bland, generic, stoic character. Yeah, I mean, in Diamond and Pearl, she does next to nothing. She definitely got more to do in Platinum. What would you do to have Cynthia's story done differently? Give her a personality. Give her some character writing. It's not, I guess it's not necessarily what she needs to do, it's just more, like, give her a backstory or another character to relate to, or even, she could even relate to, like, the player character. I remember when I started out with my Gibble when I was a young child. I don't know. Make her sassy or something. I don't know. Literally anything. Witty. Snappy. Very different vibes in chat right now. Make Cynthia a war criminal. Give her a boyfriend. I mean, both interesting directions, for sure. Good night, Dragon. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I feel like if she was an archaeologist, she'd be too much like Steven. Steven's already got that covered, like looking into rocks. I mean, a champion that's, like, married with kids would be different. Or even just, like, married. Yeah, I guess you could have her, like, interested... Like, what about, like, a history buff? Maybe interested in, like, the lore of Dialga and Palkia and her own ancestors, like Volo. Steven doesn't need a girlfriend because he has his rocks. Steven has Wallace, let's be real. Yeah, Peony probably is the best, like, dad character. I mean, it's not like it's a steep competition in Pokemon. Like, have you guys seen Norman? Wallace, not Wally. Oh no. They don't like dads in Game Freak. One of the Game Freak writers has something to deal with, so he's dealing with something. Peeny's very friendly, but I think he needs to take more of an interest in his kid's interest. She has no interest in Dynamax, but he just kind of forces her to do it. I mean, that's realistic. I feel like that's very accurate to how a lot of parents parent. No. I mean, honestly, Guzma's troubled relationship with his family makes him a more interesting character. Guzma's one of the most interesting characters. Honestly, that's a big theme in Gen 7. Because you have Lily and Gladion and their troubled relationship with Lusamine. Arvin and his relationship with his parents, and Penny and her relationship with hers are touched on in Gen 9. Hop's relationship with his brother. There's a lot of familial drama in Pokemon, chat. Silver and his relationship with his mob boss father, Giovanni. Like, there's a lot of that in Pokemon. Family. You have Kukui and his wife in Gen 7 as well. You know they had their child in the anime. Spielberg tropes. I don't know why they just won't one gen just give your player character both parents. Outside of 3, of course. Well, a gen where, like, your parents are both at home all the time and not one of them is Norman. The Dragon Clans. That's the thing with a lot of Pokemon stuff like that. You get little bits and pieces, and then that's it. It's the rest is left to your imagination, or you gotta go read another artist interpretation of it in, like, the Pokemon manga. Look. Pokemon sitcom could actually work. If it was well written, a Pokemon, like, funny show would be great. Yeah, you only ever have a mother and she just stays at home all day. So it's like, who is supporting this family? What does she do? How are you able to afford that, like, beachfront property in Scarlet Violet? The government. I don't know, is it a cultural thing? I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. Pokemon are already silly. It would just write itself. God, I thought that was shiny for a second. My heart, like, dropped. Yeah, Team Rocket's great. And then you add in the silver stuff in Gen 2 and, like, the fact that Ariana is clearly the mother. And even just the fact that Giovanni left Team Rocket and all the admins want him back. It's like when I was talking about Cinnabar Island earlier with the Pokemon Mansion and all the diary entries about Mewtwo and Mew in South America and stuff like that. There may not be dramatic, huge RPG stories in a lot of early Pokemon games, but there's stuff there if you look hard enough. Yeah, environmental storytelling, exactly. And again, even just like the Pokemon that spawn in the Pokemon Mansion, like Ditto, all the poison Pokemon like Grimer and Coughing. It tells a story of the mansion being a decrepit, old, rundown place where experiments happened. The fun of Pokemon is that a lot of the lore is implied, so you can draw your own conclusions. Yeah. It's like the Loyal 3, or even like Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, where what Pokemon were they before they were reborn? Who knows? What did Dracovish and all of its fossil brothers and sisters look like before? Who knows? All the Kanto Elite Four specialize in 2 types. Yeah, that's true. Poison Ghost, Rock Fighting, Water Ice, etc., etc. Alright, I guess we'll get to 2400, chat. 2400. 8375609. I hope it doesn't take too long for the next season of Pokemon Concierge to be made. I enjoyed that so much, but it was so short. It was like a delicious steak served at a 5-star restaurant, but that's all they served. Yeah, it was super cute, but then it's like... Tyler and I literally sat there and binged it in 40 minutes and it was over. It was great. I need more. That's why I wish Pokemon would continue to do multiple shows outside of the anime made for kids, because it's such a franchise with so much appeal that they could do different genres. If you haven't seen Pokemon Concierge, chat, it's very cute. I recommend it. And you can literally sit there and binge, what, 4 episodes? In 40 minutes? We know what it stands for. We know N's full name. It's Natural Harmonious Gropius. Now, if that ain't a name, then I don't know what a name is. I feel like it'll be next year, Tyler. I can't imagine it'll be this year. I can't imagine they'll release Concierge Season 2 this year. Is it? Yeah, it must take a lot of work to animate all those rigs and stuff. What's up, Garnet? We got that animated thing with the Hisui Zora for PLA. I wonder if we're gonna get a new animation for PLZA. Maybe about Zygarde? I don't know. I have no idea. I guess it could be about Zygarde? Who else would it be about? We know so little, it's hard to even speculate. I mean, the PLA animation was about Hisui Zora, so that wasn't like it was about Arceus. Or Volo or anybody. So maybe it'll be about Mega Tropius. I don't know. We need a new trailer, chat. Help. Help. Just started doing your shiny living dex. Nice. It's never too late to start.
Welcome back.
Proto Man with the 11 months. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, Concierge was so well done. It was just like a treat to look at. It also featured a lot of fun Pokemon, like the elemental monkeys and other things like that that typically don't get featured. I mean, of course it had like Psyduck and Pikachu, but there was a Metagross and a bunch of unique Pokemon that was fun. Alright, come on, Darkrai. I kind of miss the bicycle music. I guess they wouldn't want to give Korai Mirai any music, specific music, because you ride them all over the place, right? I played Uranium a long time ago. Actually, it was fun. I miss the Bice music. The Bice. Bice. That's not the right word. Bike music. You heard of mice and bicycles. Now get ready for... Hopefully we'll never get a legendary theme like that ever again, Justin. Hopefully we never get another theme like that ever again, because I don't like that one very much. Alright, chat, if you had 2 shots, would your Darkrai be shiny? Or would it be plain and boring? That's not shiny. Is Pokemon Infinite Fusion worth playing? I've seen a lot of fun screenshots, I guess, from Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Alright. 24. It's long, you think? Yeah, ask away. Well, frick. I hate this UI. I haven't been a big fan of Pokemon UI in quite a few gens. I hope PLZA has good UI. No top bread for sandwiches here. I dropped that right on the table. I'll never get over this, like, mirror finish on the floor here. I guess it's supposed to be, like, water? Very weird. We're in the Power Rangers rock quarry. Where's the explosions? Where's the explosions and all the rocks? Yeah, there's no ripples. It's just like... It just looks like a mirror. I don't even know. Well, that was a good bunch of polished marble. Darkrai's a big fan of collecting stones. It does look like a hotel lobby. Why is that so real? Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, chat. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows, all the resubs, and the raid. Got some more good resets in. Again, we're catching up to Shaman. I got Shaman at 29.59, so it will not take long to catch up to Shaman. But these streams are really chill and fun, so thanks for chilling, everyone. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back with more shiny hunting probably, and then Oraz again this weekend, chat. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Good night, everyone. Bye.